Hello and good afternoon YouTube. I've had a few comments about this thing you may have seen on my desk, the desk updates and such, and how I make them and what I actually use it for. Well, this is sort of a thing for scale modelers use, and basically it's so you can hold your pieces without touching them and just grip onto them. They're very easy and simple to make, and obviously then you just stick it in some foam. This is just standard pink foam because I have loads of it for terrain making, but you can use florist foam or anything really, and then they can just, like for instance, if you want to paint a lot of Skaven shields, leave a bit of the sprue on and then you can paint them all in one go for airbrushing as such. So what you will need to make these is some bamboo cocktail sticks, or whatever you want to call them, skewers. I've already prepared some earlier. I cut them in half because I prefer them to be a bit shorter. You'll also need some crocodile clips. These ones you can get off eBay. You get sort of like 10 for £1. And you don't need this rubber bit. You can throw that piece away. You don't need that. All we're after is the actual crocodile clip. And you'll need some super glue. An accelerant is optional. You'll also need a hobby knife, lighter, scissors are optional, pencil if you want to cut the cocktail sticks so you can measure them all the same length, and a razor saw for cutting the cocktail sticks. You could use a pair of snippers, but I find it crushes the actual cocktail sticks and then they split. And then your last optional component, this is electrical shrink tubing. So this basically, you put it over this joint here so it gives it some more strength, and on the edge, so because the crocodile teeth obviously have metal teeth on them to grip onto wires and such, and you don't want to scratch your plastic, so this is optional. You don't have to put this on if you don't want to, but I do anyway. So I'll just pause the video and I'll sort the camera out ready for actually filming the construction. Okay, so let's start constructing our thing. First we get our cocktail stick and just push it as far as we can in. Make sure that it doesn't obscure the spring inside so we can still use the grippers. And I use a pair of clippers, but you can use a pair of needle nose pliers or anything you have to hand. Well, sometimes it can be a little bit fiddly, so if you pop a little tiny drop of super glue in there, and then if you get your accelerant, I find this helps, just put a little squirt on the end of your cocktail stick, and then as soon as you position it in place, the super glue accelerant gets to work and instantly should set your super glue. Sometimes it does need a little bit more. Okay. For some strange reason, my super glue is not working as well as it usually does. Okay, so just give that a few seconds to dry. There we go. So what we do now is we get our clippers or pliers or whatever you're using to just crush these two pins around our cocktail stick. And then I just add an extra drop, just a little bit more super glue, just on the joint there. Right, so that's our super glue joint there. Then we take our shrink tube, just make sure it fits over your tube and has a bit more give in it, so that it can get over this clip here. So we clip off, this is the best for this job, snip off about 1 centimetre. This, and then what we do is we just slide it over the whole construction and just ease it over the joint like that. You can use a heat gun for this, or a lighter, or some sort of heat source. A hairdryer won't melt this stuff, so you just quickly whip the flame over. It is hot, so be very careful you don't burn yourself if you know, have to say it just in case someone does. then we just use some shrink tube, and you can just grip it there. And what you want to do is you want to take your scissors and you want to just snip off, not quite flush with the metal, so you've got about that much sticking out. And we do exactly the same to the other side. We just snip that off there, and then just quickly run that over our lighter, open it up, do the same again on both sides. Just if you're careful, you can just, as long as you don't leave the lighter on there for too long, you can basically just do that. Right. So that is basically how you make a reusable mini clamp, and then you can do with as you please. They won't scratch your plastic, and obviously then if they break or whatever, you can make yourself some more. Like I said, the shrink tubing is optional. You don't have to put this on if you don't want to. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and please, if you like this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, happy modelling.